but he won't do it.
The following contest is the Asylum Alliance tournament matchup. Making their way to the ring, being led by Desire. From Atlanta, Georgia, he weighs in at 222 pounds. This is the master of the Spine Buster, David Young.
When you saw the initial pairings, would you have predicted that the team of David Young, you see him accompanied here by Desire, David Young and Tracy, would reach the semifinals?
Absolutely not.
And his tag team partner from St. Mary's Catholic School, this is Tracy.
Well, you've been talking about hot for teacher for weeks.
Right.
Now at least we know what school she attends.
That's exactly right. And as our good friend who's one of the DJs on the biggest sports station, Joe, he says up there they call her the main attraction.
An unlikely pairing, but you look up and all of a sudden, Tracy and David Young are in the semis.
And their opponents, first of all, from Charlotte, North Carolina. He weighs in at 244 pounds, Ron the Truth Killings.
The former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. And the question that we have to ask at this point in time, I guess he's going to be going it alone.
No,
is it going to be a handicap match?
Well, it's going to have to be. I mean, there's no way. We saw what happened last time. I mean, I just wonder what Don Harris might do, because there's one thing that's very clear. He will not team up in any way, shape, or form with Ron the Truth Killings.
And sort of a hesitation there on the part of ring announcer Jeremy Borash. What is he going to do? Does he announce? I guess not. He said he's not coming out for the match, JB. It's all you can do. It's all you can do.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be, as you said, it's 1-on-2 here. But Ron the Truth Killings persevered somehow last week, and it was the same way.
And it will be Ron the Truth Killings and David Young to start off what I guess is going to be one of the most unique handicap matches that I've ever seen. 2-on-1, but it's like a mixed handicap match with a man and a woman against the man.
Well, as we saw too last week, there's a little tension there between Dave's accompaniment Desire and Hot for Teacher. One of the baddest brawls I've ever seen. I'm anxious to see how that plays out.
And there you see one half of that brawl that you talked about. Desire outside looking on. David Young back to the basics. Mid-ring with Ron Killings. Roll up by Killings. Goes for the pin. Going to try and put David Young away here in the opening minute of this matchup in the early going. And I guess what would happen then if Ron the Truth Killings wins? He's going to advance on his own.
You know,
this is such an odd situation.
They're going to have to look at this. I mean, technically, Don Harris is still his partner, so if Ron Harris, let me just throw this one at you. I mean, if Ron the Truth Killings somehow goes on to win and eventually become the tag team champions, does that mean Don Harris gets half the belt?
It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen.
I don't know. That's what happens, though, when you do the Asylum Alliance like this and you force people to partner up with enemies and partner up with opponents that, you know, don't like each other, and sometimes they can't see through it all. The belt doesn't mean anything.
Think of the thought process that went on when this tournament was announced. It was to try and take wrestlers from different factions, put them together as a team, here in an effort to stop this gang warfare with all the ongoing factions in NWA, TNA. In some instances, it has worked, but in others, it's been a disaster.
I've got to give Ron the Truth Killings credit, though. He's come out here, he's taken it.
Look at this!
Oh, Hunter Teacher just nailed him.
Off the top rope. Tracy crashing down. Is it true that she calls that move the pie in the sky?
That's exactly what I heard. I don't think he enjoyed it, though.
Running clothesline by David Young. as he goes back to the offensive, takes down the Truth, and right back to it. Nice snap suplex takeover. Young lateral press goes right for the pin, kind of overconfident that time.
And you know, David Young has been so impressive here in his rise in NWA TNA, and just been dominating some people here in the ring. And man, we talk about the spine buster that he has. It's one of the most brutal finishers we've ever seen, Mike. I haven't seen anybody get up and survive from it.
Check this out.
He's tagged her.
A weakened Ron Killings in the corner. David Young going to turn things over to his tag team partner, Tracy, who comes in with a series of boots and certainly a distraction.
Oh, smart move, though. She ran straight over. Didn't give Ron the Truth Killings a chance to take advantage of his size and strength on her. Ran over, made the tag. It's good to see Tracy and David Young working together.
It is?
Well, I mean, obviously, they got through the situation last week, and it's, you know, they're going to have to. He doesn't need a situation. I mean, even though she's going to be limited in what she can do to help him win the tag title, but she can do some things, and you've got to take advantage of any chance you get, Mike.
And, of course, those NWA World Tag Team Championship belts, the very proud property of Triple X, representing Sports Entertainment Extreme. One of the stories we're going to be following tonight. They have Triple X as the tag champs. Chris Sabin is the X Division champ. As we see Killings go for the roll-up here, and a 2 count on David Young.
I'll tell you what.
You know Sex wants that world's title, and they get their chance tonight with Gilberti challenging Jarrett.
Oh, I just got done talking about how they can work together, and when David Young went to tag her, she jumped down, and now you saw how David Young felt about that. Just spit right in her face. Now, basically, we got one-on-one, Mike.
Out of the corner goes Ron the Truth Killings, able to float over David Young. Young's maneuver is countered, stopped, face plant that time by Killings. You know, the Truth has been on the receiving end of a beating much of this matchup, and even though he hit the offensive move, you see he's not even able to make the pin attempt here on David Young as Desire cheers on her man, David Young from ringside, while Tracy looks on. The ropes comes the Truth.
Oh, beautiful move right there.
Hit the axe kick. Now he's got it back together. Now he goes for the cover. Gets 2. No. Last split second, David Young got the shoulder up. Now the reversal. David Young sends Killings in. The Truth able to float over. Does the splits to avoid the clothesline. David Young didn't avoid that kick by Killings, who again goes for a pin.
Here it is.
And 1, and 2, Tracy perched up on top. The distraction for Killings. Another attempt at the pie in the sky. Caught her in midair. And he just planted her with the power bomb.
He just enjoyed it a lot more that time as he took advantage of it. And
uh-oh.
that's Nurse Veronica.
Oh, yeah, we saw her last week, that altercation with Kid Cash in the back.
Coming out to check and make sure Tracy's okay, but while that's going on, Andrew Thomas was distracted.
Pin attempt now by Killings. No, only 2.
What is going on here? Checking to make sure Tracy's all right. That was a brutal slam the Killings did on her.
Nurse Veronica in the corner with Tracy. Desire up on the ring apron. Meanwhile, Ron the Truth Killings is going to pin David Young.
He's got him again.
And referee Andrew Thomas is distracted.
Well, that's what Desire can do, buddy. If anybody can distract you, she can. But this is going to tick off Ron the Truth Killings. Not only does he not have a partner.
Now,
whoa, wait a minute.
Just think of what she did to Kid Cash last week. Nurse Veronica hits the low blow. Spine buster by Young. Pin attempt. 2. Got him.
Somehow David Young and Tracy advance.
The winners of the match and advancing in the Asylum Alliance tournament, the team of Tracy and David Young.
Well, the unlikely pairing scores the unlikely victory. And now all of a sudden she wants to celebrate.
She celebrates kissing on David. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Desire's ticked.
Here we go again. Tracy and Desire. The cat fight is on.
Man alive, these two don't just have a cat fight. They have brawls.
Look at David Young trying to pull Desire off of Tracy.
Andrew Thomas trying to pull Tracy off there, the referee. Holy cow.
Wow, how wild. Let's send it to the back. Is Goldie there? Yeah, Goldie and Jeff Jarrett. Take it.
Glenn Gilberti has the most important match of his lifetime tonight, trying to take away the NWA world title from you. You've got to have a ton on your mind. Besides the fact, number one, you got TNA officials breathing down your neck. Number two, last week, the return of Vince Russo.
Well, you know, Goldie, for tonight and for tonight only, let's forget about TNA officials. Let's forget about Vince Russo, because I'm going to concentrate on one man, and that's my opponent, Glenn Gilberti. You know, over the last few weeks, I think a lot of people have lost sight of the fact. I certainly hadn't lost sight, but I think a lot of the people have, of just what would happen if Glenn Gilberti and Sports Entertainment Extreme captured the NWA World Heavyweight title. Well, I'll tell you exactly what would happen. For every person who bought a ticket out there tonight, for every person who's ever bought a wrestling pay-per-view, for every person who's ever called themselves a wrestling fan, it would be an absolute slap in the face. So you know what? I've defended this title all over the world. And over the last 3 or 4 months, TNA has been on a roll. But if Glenn Gilberti is to capture this title, it would be an absolute disgrace. And I'm not going to let that happen.
How's it going?
Oh, I do not want to talk to you right now.
What's wrong?
No, you know what? Cut the camera.
You mean last
I
week?
don't want to talk to you. Not here.
The kiss? That bothered you?
No, that didn't bother me. You locked me in a storage locker, whatever like that, for mic time? I don't think that's very funny.
Hold on. On my plane trip over here, I got you something. Don't look.
What?
Don't look.
Oh, you know.
Give me a wrist. Listen, don't look. Just put it on. Because I want everyone to know how fragile you are. You're beautiful.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. Nothing I say to you is serious. You don't take anything.
Leslie, I can be serious.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I won't screw with you anymore. Well, I can't promise you I won't screw with you anymore.
That is it. That's the last, that's it. That's it, Eric.
Well, Mike, I think Eric may have been off more than he could chew there. Goldie was visibly upset, and Eric White looked confused.
We are on the verge of finding out the decision of Wildcat Chris Harris. Who's going to be his tag team partner in the big tournament matchup? Is it going to be his new mate, Chris Sabin, or is it going to be his former partner in America's Most Wanted, the Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm? That decision is coming up right after we take a look at this video package. And you have to appreciate the in-ring talent of these two.